Hello guys, welcome. So in our previous lecture we introduced SMPS, that is the switch mode power supply. I gave a detailed explanation about it. I also gave the difference between switch mode power supply and the linear regular power supply. So today we are going to deal with the calculation of switch mode power supply. So in this scenario now we want to create our own device. We want to create our own switch mode power supply. So okay, let's say you have 85 VAC, you also have 265 VAC, and you want your output voltage to be 12 volts. This is just the conventional voltage that most of our adapters use, and then plus or minus 5 millivolts. This is the ripple voltage. So at least it's just like a range, 12 point something, 12 point this, at least this is what it is. And then we want our current to be 0.1 or 3 amp. This is just the range of current that we want. And we want our duty cycle to be 50%. The duty cycle shouldn't be less than this. If you want your system to perform properly, you have to have a duty cycle of 50% and above. So conventionally 50% is the duty cycle of almost all switch mode power supply that you know, and we want our switching frequency to be 100 kilowatts. So switching frequency should be from kilowatts to megahertz and not less than kilohertz and not more than megahertz, right? So switching frequency is just like off and on, the time off and on, off and on, just like your normal switch that you click off on, off on, off on. But in this case, this is the speed of it, and what is responsible for this switching frequency is the transistor. So the time that you want the transistor to turn on, turn off, this is the switching frequency. Now the efficiency, what we want, how reliable we want the circuit to be, how we want it to perform to give us the our best choice. We want 95%. So this is our data. This is what we want. So you can just go and pick, let's just say the output voltage. You can just go make your own to be 19.5. If you're using a laptop charger, maybe 18 volts. Well, doesn't matter. What we are following here is a standard. So all the formulas that you will be seeing here is a standard formula for switch mode power supply, and it applies irrespective of the voltage, of the output voltage. Sorry. So how about our input voltage? So our input voltage, we want it to be from 85 volt to 265 volt. So there are some countries that their voltage is less than I think it's 100 volts or so, if I'm not mistaken. And then sometimes maybe your mains may not be high to power up at 250 volts. So you have to set it to be less, 85 volts. So at least once the voltage reach at this 85 volt, it should pick up, it should start working. And then the maximum that can get, the maximum means that can supply power to our switch mode device should be around 265 volts at a frequency of 50 hertz. So this is just our mains. This input voltage is our mains, right? So we want this voltage, this range, to be constant like this. Anything below the 85 volts should not work. Anything above 265 volts should not work. So this is what we basically want. This is our data, our main data. This is what we want our circuit to look like. We want this current. If you want, you can increase the current. You can put maybe like 5 amp, 6 amp or so. So increasing the amp means you want something that is going to charge that device very fast. So the higher the amp, the higher the charging rate. So the higher is going to charge your device as fast as it can. So yeah, so in the next video I'm going to walk you through on the calculation. So we're going to solve some problems here. So you will apply this. You also know how to choose the right component with the formulas, with the workings that we will be doing here, right? So see you in the next video.